don't get me wrong, I'm happy with the win, but my God, I'm sick of this hanging on to a 1-0 lead and just scraping over the line. Yeah, we're tired. Europa League, so many games. So are West Ham. We're walking out of there. West Ham are getting a standing applause, standing ovation from their fans. They did nothing. They were absolutely garbage all game. And then all of a sudden, because United fell into the trap of David Moyes and let ourselves drop to that standard at the end of the game, De Gea's getting man of the match, and he deserves man of the match. Do you know what? It's saves that I would expect him to make. He's not getting man of the match for me because of the saves. He's getting man of the match because of what he did in the first half. Playing that sweeper keeper role, playing off the line because Maguire is too slow. And we've seen that today. Maguire had his good moments today, but we can see his frailties. De Gea has to change his game if Maguire's playing. It's quite clear. He did today. Full credit to De Gea today for me. And then saves at the end, topped it off for man of the match. He shouldn't have been man of the match. He shouldn't have been. It should have been someone else. It should have been a Casemiro. It should have been a Luke Shaw who got man of the match. But it's not. It's David De Gea. To be fair, I thought United, without doing anything spectacular, we're in control of the game. But one thing I'm going to say now is it's like the defence, and we are hard to beat. We are absolutely rock solid. At the back, I've got full confidence now of this team. We have the best defensive record at home in the league. We've had our meltdowns away from home, but we are rectifying that. We don't concede many goals anywhere now, but only 4 goals conceded this season at home. It's turning into a fortress, but my God, I'm literally growing grey hairs out of every single part of my body watching that finish there tonight. It shouldn't be that way. Why? Because of the forwards. It is an absolute disgrace of how poor finishing we are at the moment. It should have been at least 2 or 3-0. The half chances that Elanga get that people are not going to talk about early doors. Rashford, early doors. And don't get me wrong, Rashford deserves massive praise for that header. It was an unbelievable header. Marcus Rashford's turned into the new Mark Hughes of Manchester United. But what you're looking at there is the poor finishing, the second half, the lack of control and holding the ball up, even keeping the ball in West Ham's half, puts so much pressure on the defence. The defence is carrying this football team right now. Martinez, Luke Shaw was awesome today, like I said. They'll always turned into a different type of player. His passing and everyone's passing was shocking today. Even Christian Eriksen's was bad today. Casemiro, Bruno, they were all bad. They look knackered. Yes, they look knackered. And the problem we've got now is that amount of games, because when we play Aston Villa next weekend, we're coming off the back of a tough trip in a game that we have to win, which Ten Hag, we already know he's going to play his full strength team for in Sociedad. Then we've got new manager bounce, Unai Emery and Aston Villa at Villa Park, and that is going to be a tough game. If it's like that, at Villa Park, we lose that game. I'm going to say that now. It's going to be like that because we're going to be dead on our feet. Another game on Thursday that everyone is going to play for because we need to win it. And it's hard, and you can see Ten Hag is not happy with his squad. 2 substitutes today. It says that he's not fully trusting in his team. He's not fully trusting his substitutes. To me, that's a sign, that's a signal to the rest of the squads to say, you know what, you need to do more. Sancho could have easily come on today, but he didn't bring him on. Why? Because he's not been happy with him in his performances. You've got to do more if you want to play for this team. We're coming off game after game after game, 3 games a week, and we're only using 2 substitutes when everyone on the pitch is blowing out of their ass. That's a sign to me that Ten Hag is not happy with this squad. He wants more from it. And I'd be fully expecting Ten Hag to not be happy in that interview after the game there. Yes, he will big up the defence and how well we are defending as a unit, because we are. He's brilliant defending at the moment, and yes, De Gea had to pull out some saves, but they were mainly from absolute worldy efforts from outside the box, and they were brilliant saves that kept us in front. But defensively good, but he has to have a problem with that front line now. I've heard fans walking out of there saying when Ronaldo plays, it just does not work. It does not work when he plays up front. I think I said, if Ronaldo stays, we don't buy another striker. We need a striker. I'm sorry, we need a striker so bad. Someone who can hold the ball up and take the pressure off this defence, which, like I said, is carrying this team. I've never been so angry in a victory. I'm looking at the positives. There are a lot of positives there today for United. And that defence, Casemiro again, I thought was brilliant. But what happens now when we play Sociedad and then Villa? I just don't see us having enough energy. Villa are going to have a full week off, and we're going to bust that gut against Sociedad. It's that fine balancing act. I understand the signal is sending and not using subs and telling the players that they need to be better, but the biggest problem of all is how we get through these games. Rashford's dead on his feet, Bruno dead, Eriksen's sloppy passes. No coincidence that we are actually running on empty right now. And the World Cup can't come quick enough in terms of the league for us, but I am worried about them last 2 league games now. I am. Obviously we can win them, but if the strikers and the front players don't take the chances and don't do more, then we are going to struggle big time in them games. We're just completely bailed out by the defence. Ronaldo, Elanga and Rashford were poor today for me. Obviously we've got Rashford's header, which I've already praised and was a brilliant header, but the rest of the game's not good enough. It's not, especially second half. There's a chance there in the second half just to kill the game off and make it easy. Then we can maybe make some subs, but we're bringing Fred and McTominay on to hold on to a 1-0 lead against the mid-table West Ham team. It is not good enough and it cannot be sustainable. How we go forward for me, I don't know. How he rests the rest of the players, I'm not too sure. But he has got a big decision to make in terms of how he approaches that Sociedad game now, because it's at the risk of Villa next Sunday. It really is, because they will be gunning for us then. Let me know what you think, guys. That's my bit. I'm totally buzzing with being fifth. Chelsea and Liverpool would love to be in our position right now, I'm sure. It needs to be better though. We need to be stronger. I'm taking positives, but I am a little bit concerned with the amount of games we've got coming up now. Another 4 games to go, and we look dead here today. Guys, let me know what you think. Drop a like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Drop your comments in below. Cheers for watching, everyone.